It's about time to rock, so let's not stop. I played a thing. Vice Project Doom Edition. The Foxish. Part 9. Gonna finish it up. This is Super Cop Amazing Guy Hart running through a mansion for no reason that we've managed to figure out yet. So, there are ninjas in the mansion too, so, well, one way or the other. Well, let's get this party started. Time to whip some shit. Okay, this stage, as weird as it sounds, is all about the fast. If you stop to fight shit, shit will kill you. Okay? There are red and orange ninjas all over the place. Hopping cybery dudes, floor blocks that fall out, juggle clowns. It's really thick on the ground right now. In a lot of cases, you can get away from things just by running really fast. There's a health bottle at the end of every segment. Enough. I mean, there's not much more I can say. You just gotta keep going. And I mean, seriously, this segment, this is the final segment. You cannot stop. You can double back there for a second if you get hit, but really, you've just got to keep pushing forward. Or else things like that will happen, and I'll lose my 186,000 score and have to start over. This is just basically the gauntlet. This is the game giving you one final middle finger before shutting the whole show down with a double boss ensemble. The bosses are not any more difficult than the last couple have been. As a matter of fact, if you know how, both of them are really, really ridiculously easy, which is kind of a disappointment after everything we've gone through getting here, but you can't have everything. And I am 1 coin away from an extra life, so I'm sort of working to get it. And there it is. Not that I think it's hugely important, but that third segment up here is extremely difficult to time sometimes. You've got to get ahead of the red ninjas. That's all there is to that shit. Aww. The orange ninjas are not a long-term threat, simply because they only drop down one time. And you can try to get rid of these guys, but every time you screw up and bounce backwards, not to mention they're going to return anyway. That's why Foxish don't like this section too much, which is funny because I wasn't having any problems with it in the unrecorded version, and now all of a sudden I can't do it. If this takes a ridiculous number of takes, I may re-record this segment because I don't want you to watch, or don't want to make you watch another gag reel like we had to do in level 4, where basically I screamed son of a bitch for 20 minutes. And yes, that was a 20-minute take that I clipped way, way, way down to avoid not being able to upload it anywhere. It was ridiculous. It took me a long, long time to get through that section. Alright, come on. A little harder, a little harder. Push it a little harder. Yep, yeah. I mean, fortunately, you have infinite continues, which makes things like this that much less stressing. But, you know, suddenly ramp up the platforming action to insane levels like this at the last second, that's just... Oh, all I had to do was make that jump. They got some big ones over at American Sammy. Seriously. I don't know what company actually did this game in Japan. It wasn't American Sammy because they don't that's the American division. Oh my, we're there. Alright. We've been expecting you. Yes, we have. We're Muppets too. Waka, waka, waka. Okay. Gee, I can't tell who that silhouette is. Okay. You've shot at me, burned me, blown me up, covered me in toxic ooze, electrocuted me, and thrown me off of cliffs. Oh, and attacked me with tentacles. I think hostility is called for here. What say we call it something that they just didn't bother to write out? No, not at all. What? I'm sorry, I can't even comment on how ludicrous some of this is. I mean, it's just not sane. One of us. One of us. Sorry. Okay, can we finally get to the fight, please? Yes, okay. Fight is easy. Okay. You only have one attack. What you do, wait until he goes to shoot. Make sure you're standing up when he does. Otherwise he will duck and shoot at you, and that's a lot harder to dodge. Ah, keeps duping me. See? This is an easy fight, I swear. They start doing this about 3 levels ago. You have to replay the sequence leading up to the bosses every time you die fighting them. That'd be batshit crazy, yo. I'm gonna get back to that boss off screen, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna save state right in front of him until I pretty well beat him, because this is just ridiculous. Alright, I'm pausing the recording now. I'll be back after some off-screening. Okay, and we're back. I did a little better this time. I'm still ducking too much. If you're ducking when he hits the ground, he will always do a standing shot, or a ducking shot. Alright, there he goes. Now this is going to be really, really, really difficult. So we're going to save state and go into the last boss. Fortunately, he's really cheap at beating. You must die! Come and get some, baby.
Sugar lovin'. Alright, put on the grenades. Alright. Big and Tasty here has only one attack. He shoots those waves at you. That's it. You always jump over the bottom one. You always throw a grenade into him, because that's the only time he can be hit. That's it, kids. Kind of a disappointing way to end the sequence. That is actually the only way he can hit you is by either landing on you or hitting you with a wave. On the other hand, the only way you can hit him is when he crouches down, and you put a grenade in his spine. If you're a little short on the hit, you do no damage. You cannot permanently run out of grenades, so don't worry about it. If you hit 0 grenades, the game will eventually give you 2. Just to ensure that you can always beat this boss. It's basically just a matter at this point of wearing him out. Sometimes you'll only get one to hit for reasons I haven't quite figured out. But really, he's a relatively simple kind of guy. It's actually almost more of a problem than running out of time than it is getting killed. There's a stunt, apparently, where you can get under his legs and do tons and tons of damage. I have not been able to work that part out, and I don't recommend trying it. Oh, overshot. That's the first. Alright, we only need a couple more hits. Basically, he always bounces one way, then rebounds the other, so running under him when he goes back over you in the long jump, simple as pie. Why that didn't count for damage, I'm not quite sure. That should have. And I overshot him again. Hard. Alright, there we go. 2 more of those healthy shots and he's history. Alright, one more grenade, one more. And boom. Oh, no counts. Ah. Well, we're unfortunately out of time in this tape, so I'm going to cut recording off. I sort of have to. And we'll be back with part 10 of Vice Project Doom, I Played a Thing, when hopefully we beat the last boss using a little bit of save state cheating. Alright. Be back in a few.